Hi everyone and welcome back to SunBurst Tarot, where today I wanted to take a look at a new photo that has emerged of allegedly the Princess of Wales, or Kate Middleton. So I did do a reading on her about 2 weeks ago. If you guys want to go back and watch that, kind of being like what's going on, but I wanted to take a look at this new photo that's come out around showing her allegedly for the first time since Christmas. So there's a lot of internet discourse discussion on, is it real, is it fake, is this AI, is it a body double, who, what, when, where, why, and huh. So that's kind of what I wanted to look at here today. So without further ado, let's get into the reading. Kind of just about what is going on. Again, see if we get any updates and what's with this mysterious photo kind of coming out. Like, is this actually Kate? Are we seeing her for the very first time? Or is this like a body double? Is this AI and the such? So, quick reminder, just remember everything I'm doing, it's all for alleged and for entertainment purposes only. So, no truth, no facts, just my opinions here. I'm just using tarot as a tool to help look at a situation more, to help the audience members understand, and maybe peel back a layer to help form thoughts, opinions, and ideas. You can use this information as you'd like, or you don't have to. So let's just take a look here, first off, with Kate. Not Kate, but the photo of Kate. So, the Knight of Cups reversed. To folly. It's okay. So this is an attempt, kind of, I think how most people are seeing it is, this is an attempt at placating the people of where is Kate? Let's see it. When I see the Knight of Cups, it's usually, oh, we're offering you information, or we're offering you, we're outstanding our heart or our thoughts, feelings, and emotions in some way, shape, or form. Seeing it reverse, it's like we're showing you something or we're giving you something, but it's not done out of the goodness of our heart. It's done out of a manipulation tactic, allegedly, in my opinion here. So, do I believe this is Kate? No. Yep, we want to show her off. We need to show something off here. There's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of people kind of clamoring for information, for photos, for proof of life, and the such. Knight of Swords for financial influences here on the situation. So, for me, this is like, for me, what I'm kind of seeing in my head is like, we need to move forward. We need to kind of continue this narrative. We don't need to continue the narration of what's going on. We need to move to the next step of the narration, or the next step of the story. We're kind of, because it feels like, in my head, what I'm kind of seeing is like we're on a loop of a story, and it's like we keep repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating, and we aren't going to like the next chapter. We aren't going to the next step, because it's like we're still having questions on this one chapter, or this plot narrative that just keeps getting rehashed. Think of it as almost like, you know how in some reality TV shows, like, it feels like the plot has kind of just been rehashed and recycled. That's what it's kind of feeling like here, and it's like the story isn't progressing how we want it to. Like, we can't progress it. And like with the financial influences here, it makes me feel like we can't, the more, to kind of protect ourselves, we have to move to the next thing. So that's what we're trying to do here with this story, is we're trying to be like, okay, we aren't speculating where Kate is anymore. We've now seen proof of life. Now they can kind of move on to addressing the next plot point, which is like, what was the procedure, or something and or other there. Hope, the hope here is that we're going to think of a new idea. Like, okay, the next new thing. That's what they wanna, that's what it feels like here. It's like, we want you to go to the next thing. We want you to go to the next story. We want you to try something new and not kind of keep rehashing what we've been doing here. But the thing is that the smoke screen wasn't good enough with the Seven of Cups here reversed. It's like we're seeing through it all. Uh, we're seeing through the bullshit. We're seeing like the audience, the people. In my opinion, it's like all of the imaginations, all of the different things that were kind of put out there, the audience or the population at large is kind of seeing through it all with the Seven of Cups here. And that's the obstacle that they're kind of running into with everyone, is that they're like old tactics aren't working anymore. Old tactics of deflection or body doubles, or like how we've had like it definitely feels like tactics that we've used in the past to kind of make people not worry about us anymore or kind of move them on to the next thing aren't working anymore because people are seeing through them. The challenge here, uh, Eight of Swords. There's definitely a lot of there's internal anxiety, strife, fear. So Eight of Swords is like you're the victim of it's not you're a victim of circumstance, but it's like all these invisible threads. And how I'm actually interpreting this card, at least in my head, is like this person right here, if you look at it, this feels like the audience. And it looks like, and everyone's kind of looking into the mirror of like, this is Kate. Kate's trapped. Kate's, in my opinion here, it's like, can't get out of her own head, can't get out of her own, like, can't get out of the bonds that she's been tied up in. And now there's a bunch of people around her unable to help or help her leave in a situation. And it's like it's like like we're looking into a mirror in this case, but it's like I almost see this as we're looking into a portal, uh, or like a scrying mirror, all alleged for entertainment purposes only. But that's like the challenge here, is that people are seeing past the mirror, and it's like we're not. It's like and we're realizing that we're not seeing into a mirror anymore, and we're seeing past into something maybe a little bit more. Okay, what's going for them? Queen of Cups here. What's going for this situation? It feels like they have Kate's blessing on this for for a reason. So like what's being like put out into the media or things going on, it's like this has Kate's, allegedly, in my opinion, like her blessing. Or it's like because like her not fighting this narrative in some way, shape, or form. I was just like, I just want this peace, harmony, love, put it out there. It's like it isn't like a manipulative energy. It's very much like one of kind, caring, motherly type of energy. Think of it almost as like it's like this is the person who wants things to be better. It's like for the family first. So like everything that's going on definitely does feel like this has her blessing, and that's what's kind of going for the situation. In the past, we have the Six of Swords reversed. So this is the internet. The internet's kind of getting a little wackadoodle over everything. And then the future here, it's the Four of Pentacles. The purse strings are being cut open. Interesting. It's like secrets are being let out. Things aren't being held close anymore. So I'm wondering, like, with this photo, if, like, I mean, I've seen the stuff on Twitter already, and like there's so many things debunking it. I think there's somebody who went and took off like the masking filters, and they're like questioning that. There's people who are like, why are there 5 tires? Like, it's really weird. And it's like we're also cutting the purse strings open. Is like my initial thoughts here with in the future. Excuse me. I'm filming this a little bit late at night where I'm at, so I apologize for the yawning. But yeah, cutting the purse strings open or it's like things are spilling out. It's like we were trying to hold things on really, really tightly. We were hoarding all the resources. And now reverse, it's like things are kind of spilling out all over the place. And it's like we cut the bag open and there's no way to actually fix it. And things are just starting to spill out here when it comes to this narrative for Miss Kate Middleton. So there's more information coming out. Do I know where quite yet? Not sure. But there's definitely more information, it feels like, that's coming out that's going to be put into the public. Like, we're going to be knowing more, it feels like. And like there's going to be some more transparency here on what's going on, because the old tactics aren't working. So it's like we're going to have to reshift into new tactics here. Okay. What else can we know about Miss Kate? So, the other thing with Kate that I've been seeing now outside of this photo is, it's like, we know that she's been gone. Will she be making a reappearance? And if so, when? Because it's like, everyone, like I think I mentioned in my last video, I feel that like Kate has kind of taken on a little bit of like what Princess Diana was kind of representing at times. Like we're doing a little bit of modernization, someone who's strong, capable, loyal to the people of the country. She gives me those types of vibes right now. And like that's how kind of I think people are kind of being are kind of seeing her in this light. Okay, so let's just look at Miss Kate and see when, like, do we have like a timeline of return here for her coming back into the public sphere or the royal family? So we have the Justice card reversed. So that's March, April, May. Challenges, or this is the energy of the next 3 months. The challenges here. We're going to look at hopes and fears, what we're kind of doing to see things, and overall. Okay, so I don't see her making a more official appearance in March with the Justice card reversed here. I think there's too many eyes, too many storylines, and there's too much heat currently. Also, with things being in the reverse, it feels like there might be... Excuse me. It's like we're kind of coming back, like we're settling things down, like things are being dealt with behind the scenes. There's like paperwork or something going on that's needing to be dealt with and sorted out that's maybe not the best. It might not be legal in nature is kind of the phrasing I'm going to say there. In April, we have the Strength card, which is, I know that they said that she would be coming back after Easter. I forget when Easter ends. Don't shoot me in the comments, please. I'm not always 100% certain on dates. Heck, sometimes I don't even know what day it is. So with this, I'm seeing with the Strength card here, there is a triumphant return, it feels like. Or not a triumphant return, but like a strong return back in April here. And I do believe that Easter timeline is pretty on point, because with the lamb here, that's making me think of Easter again. Looking into May, I think she's getting back into the work that she's been doing, and people are going to be happy and kind of settling things down. Because like what this next 3 months is going to kind of... It's like we have the Queen of Wands here. So this next 3 months is definitely, from my opinion, Kate kind of making her mark on with her comeback. It's like putting all of the energy back into it, like bringing life, passion, vivation, and a lot of just passion for the role as the Princess of Wales. So I definitely see her coming back to her work very, very, with a lot of energy. Looking here as like the challenge, though, we have the Seven of Swords, which is all about kind of like the underdog getting away with things, doing things in secret and in hiding. So it definitely feels like there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that we just aren't privy to as an adult, as like not an adult, but like as the larger potential audience. So there's definitely she's moving in silence. I wouldn't doubt if there are like disguises that she's worn to go out, or she's out and about like in the public, but no one would recognize her due to like a disguise or changing her appearance in some way, because that's what it kind of feels like in my head. And like I'm hearing and I'm like, we're just remembering the stories of like Princess Diana and how she would go out partying with, what was it, like Elton John or Freddie Mercury, and like they would go clubbing and out and about on the town, and like they would disguise her. And I'm like, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here for Kate, is like I think she's out and about and she is like, but she's disguised and no one kind of knows who she is. Like she's getting away with being out but not being recognized. So hopes and fears here is like we're turning over a new leaf. We're moving past old hurts and or wounds, but we're still. I think there's still a lot of troubles with kind of the storyline that's kind of been put out there, is that people aren't believing it. There's not a lot of trust. People are seeing through the smoke and mirrors again. But I think this is going to, once she comes back, the storyline is kind of going to die down again. And people know when, and like they've announced when she's supposed to be back, and people are just like, where is she? Where is she? Oh, excuse me. Gosh darn it all. I apologize for yawning in your faces. But like with the world here, like I do see like this news cycle coming to an end, and now we're going to be moving into the next thing, whatever that may be. So that's what I'm seeing here when it comes to like the next 3 months in that timeline. So I do see for her an April comeback. So okay. This is gonna be another one of those things where it's like, oh, remember your bingo card for like 2024? And it's like, Kate, remember when Kate Middleton just like disappeared for like 3 months? And it's like, wait, that happened? And we're just like, yeah, it's like, it was like the murder hornets of 2020. What month was that again? Like, was that like June, May? Like, which month? There was also the dance, remember we also had the dancing hurricanes as well, and we're just like, what? And it's like, remember we just had all these weird things that happened. Like that's what this story feels like it's going to be. It's just like another weird thing that's going to just pop up in my people's brains of like, oh yeah, that happened in 2024. Okay, so the last thing I want to look at here is, I saw in my last reading that Kate was like, she had some stuff to say, and I wanted to kind of look just a little bit into what is the stuff that she kind of wants to say, if we are allowed to know. So I just want to take a look at that really quick, and then we will kind of end the reading there. So, all right. So, Miss K, what do you want to say? Like, what is kind of being hidden, or you're not being able to say or do, think, and everything? So, okay. So we have the devil reversed as the first bull. I'm going to pull some more clarifying cards here. All right. Okay. As you can hear through the microphone and my lovely noises that I get to make. So, what she wants to potentially speak about, I think there's some not so savory dealings that, in this case, there is around money. again, around money, 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 money. And I think some like charity work or where money's being put or given, especially to some of their charities that they run. Uh, all alleged in my entertainment, all for entertainment purposes, only my opinion, not fact. Like, there's unsavory shit going down. Yeah, the Three of Cups, bad business dealings. They've worked really hard to kind of put all this together, but it's like, oh, we've made all this money. Nine of Swords. What does she want to speak about? She wants to. It feels like in this case, she really wants to speak about a lot of just like ass backwards ways of doing things. Hypocritical. There's also some really nasty, energetic shenaniganery going on, in my opinion, here. That she's like, I'm kind of done and over with. With the Three of Cups here, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. Oh, that's what this is. Okay. Sorry about that. Sometimes the cards will just come out, and I'm like, oh, this is the spread. And it's like, actually, no, it's not this. Okay. So actually what I'm seeing here are kind of like, I'm going to break it down into like three different things here. I think there's a lot of different things going on within the royal family. I think there's also a lot of things that people want to talk about. One is, I think, these shady financial dealings, especially when it comes to partnerships or other people, business dealings, things that I think people know of and are trying to bring to light and are bringing to light. And it's like, we're just one major story from kind of having the whole thing collapse on us type vibe. So like, that's what I'm feeling here when it comes to finances. There definitely feels like there's an issue when it comes to finances and who they've been working with, how they've been working with people and organizations. And it's like, we're just waiting for the bomb to drop, and then everything kind of implodes, and we know it's coming, but we kind of have prolonged this or limped it along to one point or another. The other one over here is, this feels like Kate. Like, Kate wants to talk about, I think, unrealized dreams that I think she's had, or unrealized hopes, visions, things that she's wanted to do, but she hasn't been able to accomplish. So with like the Six of Pentacles here, and then the Three of Wands is like dreams unrealized or dreams that haven't been able to go after. With the Six of Pentacles here, it's like I've had to give all of myself, or I've been receiving a ton of stuff. But in this case, it's like I've been giving, and but I haven't been following what I've wanted to be doing, and that's kind of Kate here. So it's like she wants to potentially speak about, in my opinion, things that she's wanted to do or say, and like things that she's put on the back burner. So we have that, and then we have this middle pile. So we have the Devil reversed, nasty, shady shenaniganery. The Death card reversed, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is hard work. So if you guys are of the mindset that the world is, and if you guys are of the mindset that, like, okay, I'm not even gonna say mindset. I'm just gonna say, so at the top of the food chain, you have the most money, you have the most power, you have the most this, that, or the thingamabobbers that makes you all powerful and knowing. And some people would say, like, oh, there might be a group of them, of people who get together, who are like the top of the top and do shady shenaniganery. And sometimes it's not. Some people would look at it as being evil. Some people might, some people might not. Depends what you want to look at it as. Just as we have light, we have dark. And with With the devil reverse, it's like we have very, very dark things going on. We're working very, very hard to kind of move things along, but we aren't. How do I explain this? For YouTube. So, say there would be allegedly these types of groups. We have, like, there's shady shenaniganery going on, and then underneath it all, it's like we want to turn over a new leaf. We want to turn over a new leaf, but we put so much time and effort and resources as a collective into doing this that we really can't get over it, and it's not right. And I kind of want to be done with it. Yeah, it's time to open up the purse strings. Let's let her fly. Let's let information loose and let people know what's going on. It's time to be very serious. We can't just leap without looking anymore. We have to take this very seriously. Like, what's going on is not okay, but it's like we're being isolated from it. We're being isolated from what's going on. Okay, I'm going to ask one more quick question and then we'll be done. And I want to be like, so it looks like Kate wants to speak about things, which I saw in my last reading. It looks like it's a bunch of different stuff, but it's like, so why the April timeline? Or essentially, why April? Like, why does she need to come back in April? Like, is there a reasoning behind this? Is there not like a reasoning behind this? Is this still due to that abdominal surgery that she had back late 2023, early 2024? Like, what's kind of going on there still? It's like, why the April timeline? Okay, at the center of it, it's all the Eight of Cups here. We're walking away. What? What are we walking away from? The Nine of Cups reversed. Happiness, money, fulfillment. Financial influence is the King of Wands. That feels like William. Hopes and fears, the Ten of Swords. We're walking away. It's like we're trying to turn over a new leaf. We're trying to do new things. Unseen obstacles, though, is the Knight of Swords. We're moving faster. We're moving away. We're running we're not able to move fast enough. The challenge is, the King of Cups, the past, the Ace of Cups reversed, and the future. So why April? Okay, in my opinion, don't shoot the messenger. All for alleged and entertainment purposes only. So, why April? So we're walking away from something, it feels like. Whether we're walking away from the monarchy, whether we're walking away from the family, like the family as it has been. So that's what it feels like. It's like we're walking away from something. Maybe we're walking away from King Charles's reign, as I think he's had some major health issues going on right now. With the Nine of Cups here as like direct influences on the situation, it's like we're walking away. Okay. Is she trying to, in my opinion, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, is she like walking away from this relationship that she's in with William? Because like with the Nine of Cups here, it's like, okay, so like I'm moving away from Will's status privilege. Up here with the financial influences is like we have William, who's like kind of like keeping her around, doing different things, the hopes and fears. Is like we're walking away from a situation that was not good for us and into the light. Things we aren't being able to move fast enough. The Justice cards, like we have legal shit that we need to kind of figure out here. And that's the challenge, is we're trying to find a harmonious ending or agreement for all of us. What's going for them is King Charles, though. And I'm wondering if this is King Charles. And feels like King Charles right now is either, in my opinion, as I believe he's either a Cancer or a Scorpio, but he's a water sign. Thank you, everyone who in my last comment section who let me know. So like he's helping the situation like from behind the scenes and orchestrating different pieces and moving things around to keep things amicable, but I think also to keep things. We're trying to bring in this next new age here. In the past, we have the Ace of Cups. It's like we've fallen out of love, though. And in the future, though, is the Death and Rebirth card. So we're turning over a new leaf. We're trying something new. I'm wondering if why they're thinking April is because, no, this is going to sound morbid. This is going to sound weird. This is going to feel out of pocket and a little bit out of left field. But I'm wondering if this is when maybe Charles, I know he's in very poor health, but I'm wondering if this is when Kate and or William will then be taking the throne in April. Or if like we're going to be passing on the throne, because in April around this time there will be a potential, maybe allegedly conspiracy, whatever, passing. So now we are kind of stepping into this next phase, and now we're kind of just hammering out maybe different contracts or different ways of living or agreements to, because things might be unhappy, things might not be going well, but now we need to hammer out new agreements, or are we walking away from this? Because I think there might be like legal things where like a wife can't divorce the king. So like I think once William becomes king, like Kate can't leave him, allegedly conspiracy, whatever. Was this something I had seen floating around? Let me know if that's true or not. I don't know. It's something I had seen. I don't know, but it feels like that might be an issue. That might be something, because like the challenge here is legal issues. Uh, Legally, there are things kind of in the way, or obstacles in the way, it feels like, from walking away from a situation right now. So interesting. So very interesting. All right, that's what I have. If you have any other questions you want me to look at concerning Miss Kate Middleton, aka the Princess of Wales, let me know in the comments down below. I would love to read them, and potentially maybe do another video on this. Otherwise, thank you so very much for watching, and if you liked this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button. I have new content coming out all the time. If you want to go look at any of my past royal readings, I'm going to actually probably make a playlist of all the royals readings that I've done. And if you are interested, you can go click on that on my channel. Otherwise, thank you so much again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!